I don't think that worked. Worked on my vocal audio, but then I lost sound here. There we go. There we go. What were we gonna do with the God string? Save it for non-sharp, cumbersome bow. Yeah, I don't exactly remember. I do have a note here that on departure we're all getting +2 strength tokens. So we do have that going for us. And then I think we had set the God string aside, maybe? We like that it's sharp, but we need the circlet to go somewhere. Or maybe we don't. If we're not going to use the circlet, then we just don't worry about it. We also never decided who we were going to go fight. We're taking Balin, Loris, Tarna, and Theoden. Let's go through their gear grids right quick. Yeah, that one's updated. Old Balin the Bowman. Loris is relatively fresh, but that looks correct to me. Tarna and Theoden. Tarna's a long-term survivor here. She's 10 years old. And we did not get her ageless, unfortunately. We got... What do we get? Oh, we got Leyline Walker instead of ageless. Tragic. Level 3 Giga Lion, huh? And then Theoden is also very newified. Yep, brand new. He's got some good stuff. Oh, he is not taking the bone sickle or bone pickaxe. Oh, his grid got some rework here. So, got the helm, belt, mantle, scythe, boots, gloves are over here now. Oh, because we didn't have the gloves. So, red core's down here, bone sickle is out, and gloves replace it. And then this is the dragon armor set. Plus the beacon shield. Level 3 Giga Lion isn't the worst thing we could do. Let me see what he looks like here. So in level 3, whoopsies. I'm sure he's very similar because we just fought the level 3 White Lion last week. So he gets Smart Cap placed at the top of the AI deck, which means he's going to get some traits in play. Then I don't think they used golden eyes, so I don't know. It's a little concerning. I don't really want to risk the lives of our people right before our fight, right before we start this Nemesis showdown marathon. You know what I mean? I feel like I almost want to play it safe here. We're not even going for any resources, really. It's tough to say. I mean, we could go after a level 3 Lope. I don't think anybody's over the insanity limit. I think more so we're all under it. And he does that thing where he runs away all the time. Drives me insane. If we are going to go after iron, we need to get this in somebody's gear grid. Which means we'd have to replace something like bandages. Which would also mean that we should not go after something that's going to bleed us. Because in that case, we'd only have one set of bandages. Which is fine. We just only have one set. We still have all these resources that I need to store. Level 3 Dragon King. That would be pretty wild. Perfect Tide, Perfect Organ. He's got a move called Smolder. And I'm worried that that means that he's going to get a token every round no matter what. Which would worry me for sure. That's pretty intense. Not saying we couldn't do it, just saying it's intense. Golden Whiskers as well. Sinew. White Fur. Shimmering Mane. Those are both probably strange. Elder Cat Teeth and... Oh, is there Indomitable in here? I wonder if they're in there is strange. Nope. I haven't added the Indomitable resources to the... I don't really know how to do that. Interesting. I think there's a way to do it, but it's just a perfect bone. So we'll put it, that's what we'll put it in there as. Oh, a level 1 to melt onyx into iron and farm with a bow. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to that either. We could potentially do a level 2 Dragon King. I don't think that would be too straining for us. Because his difference, he doesn't have one between 1 and 2 aside from some extra toughness and speed damage, but strength-wise, we're all so strong. Strong and sharp. So, because now the bow's super lucky and very sharp. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's give that a go, shall we? I like that idea. Trying to track down some more iron, maybe replace a leather shield with some beacon shields. Sounds good to me. Let's set up a level 2. Plus we're getting those 2 strength tokens. And that's only a problem for yellow, who has that thing where they die hellfire. So we don't even have to worry about that this round. Yeah, I agree. I think that's a good idea. These should not be turned over, though. Should we take a sickle for Canthus? No, probably not. Not really worth it. We like having what we have in our gear grid. The only thing I'm debating is the Eye of Cat, or the Cat Eye Circlet. It's kind of a tough one to leave behind, but we'd have to leave like a dried acanthus behind in order to salvage it, to take it out. And then Tarna would have to use it, and she's our heavy hitter, so we'll probably just leave it and just roll with it. I think the bigger issue, maybe we will do a level 1. Let me look and see what Tarna's age is going to do to us. So if she ages 2 years, she'd go to 12, and then she could hunt 1, 2, 3 more times, which would get her through 1, 2, 3. Okay, but if we hunt a level 1, she could hunt 4 more times, which would be 1, 2, 3. That'd get her through the hand, which is what we need her dodging ability for. So maybe we should just go after a level 1. I know that's super, like, skimpy, but we could try to farm him too. They already got it set up. We'll just move him. We do. Balin's really lucky, and Tarna's really lucky. We can do a level 2. Let's just keep it as a level 2. I keep going back and forth. We can take a level 2. We've done it before. The problem isn't taking him down, though. The problem is aging. We'll stick with level 1. Level 1, final answer, because we want Tarna to stay as young as possible. And we're going to put Mineral Gathering up here. And then at level 1, he sits the one in front of Overwhelming Darkness. Yep, final answer. So now let's go to the Mineral Gathering page. Let's go ahead and depart these survivors. They're all going to get 2 strength tokens. So that means a free extra damage in the first round if we so choose. Well, the killing blow is actually really bad, remember, Mike? Because it gives you that item that if you don't roll a 1 or a 2, you die. Alright, let's see if we can't find just a chunk of iron here on Mineral Gathering. I think we need a 6 or a 7. Maybe an 8. Nope, 6 through 7 is the iron. So 8 is gain a scrap. This doesn't occur after Overwhelming Darkness, so that's that. We'll take a scrap. It's a third of a piece of iron. It's not going to be in there. I don't like that challenge. That sounds like a challenge that ends in death, which is what I am big time trying to avoid. Let's go through and put all these away. Alright. Now our first event is actually revealed by Balin, who has Red Fist. So at the start of each... Okay, Showdown. Alright, so they don't get those strength tokens yet. So we're going to flip. I probably don't have names updated. Loris is right. Tarna is definitely right. Theoden might be wrong. Yep. Alright. Now we're updated. Okay. So Balin opens our first, and it is Cultivated Crypt. We are not going to defile the crypt, because we don't need just generic resources. So we need iron and such. So we're not going to defile the crypt. We'll gain an understanding and roll a random hunt event, which for Balin doesn't do much for him, but that's okay. Nope, not late. I just sent a message into Discord saying we were going to start a few minutes early is all, Bill. So now we're rolling a random hunt event. We're on our first event of a... We decided, we, meaning me, made the executive decision to just go after a level 1 dragon and crit farm him, just so that we can play it safe and not have to worry about losing our soldiers. And mostly it was to stop Tarna from overaging, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to use her against the Nemesis people. And that's what we really need her dodging capabilities for. So 34. Crippling Misery. Each survivor rolls a d10. The lowest scoring survivor becomes the straggler. If any survivor has the anxiety disorder, they are the straggler. Do not roll. Straggler is lost in a moment of profound self-doubt. Whatever. We'll see who's the straggler. Looks like it's going to be 3 down, which is Tarna. But my guess is that Tarna probably has Yeah, add your hunt experience to your results. So it's definitely not Tarna. But I don't think anybody else will have that. They're all too young. Yeah, so just her. He bolded in the settlement phase, so he would get Tinker. Because they were bolded on birth. Okay, so it's actually going to be the very bottom one. Theoden. The stragglers lost in a moment of profound self-doubt. They slip, not having the will to catch themselves, and tumble off a steep hill of stone faces. They land awkwardly with a crunch, suffering the broken leg severe injury. Really? Sobbing to themselves, they come to grips with how terrible life is and gain an understanding. Gains an understanding, gains the broken leg. That's dumb. Alrighty. Moving on to Loris. To a random. No, we're not playing the Nightmare Tree. It's just a random. Hunt event 90. Yeah, that's about right. Light on the horizon. Oh, this is a good one. Survivors hear a screeching owl followed by a crash. They see an explosion of multicolored light on the horizon. The unnatural light illuminates the survivor's way. If at least one survivor is sane, they follow the light. I don't think any of us are. No, we're all insane. Move the survivors 2 spaces back on the hunt board. Oh, that sucks, actually. Butthole. So we get lights in the sky next year. But we have to go back 2. So it's back to our starting space. That's lame. That's lame. So now Tarna reveals our next one, which is just a random. $25. 25 is Titans in the Dark. A near-splitting bellow marks the passing of a truly titanic beast. All non-death survivors suffer monster-level brain event damage. Okay, that's only 1, which is nice. The survivors cower on the ground, lying as flat as possible and hoping they're simply too small to be worth eating. Each survivor rolls a d10. The lowest scoring survivor becomes the straggler. If any survivor has noisy gear. None of us have noisy gear. Not with the... Alright. It's definitely not Tarna. Looks like we have 2 6s. So 2 stragglers? Yep, 2 of them. That's so stupid. So it's 2 and 4. So Loris and Theoden. Poor Theoden. We'll roll for Loris first. Actually, we'll just let Loris be the white die and Theoden's the black die. Loris got a 3. 1 event damage to D5 locations. And Theoden got a 5. Monster level damage, so 1 damage to 1 location. So 1 damage to his waist. Which is fine. But 1 damage to D5 places can be a little bit much. Let's take a look and see. Oh, that's a tough one. So 4 places. So body looks like it's spread out really well for Loris. So it's everywhere but his legs. Okay. Oh, be careful, Titan. Be careful, my friend. Happy to have you. Theoden. Another random. I've somehow managed to get a cold, so you guys might hear me sniffling and such. 88. Mostly a sore throat, so it's kind of tough to talk all at once, but... Sword in the statue. A one-eyed statue twice as tall as any man sits before a great anvil with a hammer in each of its 6 hands. Transfixed, the survivors watch the statue beat a red-hot sword that lies across the anvil. We've done this already. Each survivor, starting with the event revealer and proceeding clockwise, may make one attempt to grab the sword from the anvil. If they do, they gain a courage, roll a d10, and add their hunt XP to the roll. So that would be good for somebody like Theoden, who needs some courage. But 3 through 8 is dismembered arm. Gross. I just don't think I want to do it. Probably. Unless somebody's got more hunt XP and needs the courage. So he's got 4 hunt XP, but doesn't really need the courage. It just... We're so likely to get the dismembered arm that I don't even want to screw around with that. So we're not going to do it. Moving on, back to Balin. Settlement ruins. You happen upon the scorched settlement. The event revealer gains a courage and investigates. So Balin, oh good, he needed that courage. This is during hunt phase, so let's go see what it is. Bold hunt phase is prepared. And we're going to get him a permanent strength or movement here. A 6er should be something decent. Ah, it's an understanding, 4 through 7. He's a smart fella, or a fart smella. Okay, but now he's got a roll, and he does not get a bonus to investigate tables, so... Let's see what he can do here. We love a 7+. Oh my gosh. The destruction is recent, and the settlement is still smoking. You foolishly breathe in its noxious fumes, lose a survival, and gain a bleed. Okay. And then we have one more event before he starts it. So he sits off to the side. Loris. Thespian troop. No thanks. We're not going in there. Lion Knight can pound sand. We will roll a random hunt event to avoid the rickshaw. 7. Hunt event 7. Hungry ground. Ooh. The ground suddenly splits and gaping stone mouth appears to devour the event revealer whole. The event revealer rolls a d10. If another survivor has a whip, they throw a line and add +4 to the roll. This is Loris, I believe? Yikes. A lot of pressure on, Loris. Now's the time for the 10. 8. That should be just as swell. 6 through 9 as you leap away in time. Whew. Thank goodness, that was close. Okay, and then we can get this started. Set up showdown for level 1. So we got some pretty lucky survivors here. Let's go ahead and apply arrival bonuses. So now on on arrival comes the red fist bonus. At the start of each showdown, each survivor gains a strength token. So let's go through and give. So that makes it so everybody here has 3 temporary strength tokens. Okay. Cat eye all the way down. We did not bring the cat eye out with us, Bill. We left it at home so that we could bring the god string and see how that works. I made the executive decision that we could handle a level 1 Dragon King. So, let's see. So Balin with the bow is probably our best because he's got 2 luck permanent plus 3 luck from his bow. So that's putting on 5 luck every shot. And it's sharp, so he's definitely going to win. He's definitely going to wound. It's just a matter of... Because he's at 16 strength with the bow, and now it's sharp. That's just absurd. Theoden has all these connected, so he gains survival up to the survival limit. Okay, let's get this started. Yeah, that's crazy, Bill. Crazy talk. So, I thought there was a way... Isn't there a way to see where we all start from him? I guess not. So we probably want Theoden to take the hits. So let's switch him and Balin out. Theoden's got 9 armor apiece. How many do we start away from him? Let me just... It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 6, like the lion. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so it's right there. But we don't want to be quite that far away. Want to be somewhere in that region. Okay, and we know the vibe. We know the way it works. So we're just gonna let that Dragon King get right to it here. So again, Balin, very lucky, so we need to attack with him, probably mostly. Tarna's not bad. Tarna's got 3 luck, 2 permanent, and 1 temporary from her sword being deadly. But outside of that, that's all the luck she's got. So she's critting on 6+, and Balin will be critting on 5+. So they're both pretty crittable there. Sorry, I gotta keep drinking, keep my throat wet. Alright. Yikes. That's a terrible looking card. Turn the monster to put as many survivors in the blast zone as possible, which he already is. If there are none, discard this and perform basic action. That's weird. What do you mean, if there are none? There are no survivors? Okay, so he's faced that way. There's a break in the flow, so we're going to dash with Theoden. He's only got 4 movement, remember. But we dash here. And it's 1 off his hip, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 in that break in the flow. And then the rest of that is moot. But it's terrible. All survivors in the blast zone suffer 5 damage to 1 location. Archive all destructible terrain in the blast zone. So that would catch this. Alright. Good work. Nothing about irradiate there, so Let's just have Balin take his first shot here. We're not worrying about devastating right now. So Balin shooting from here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away, and his bow has a range of 5. So but this god string, when a bow is below the god string, it gains sharp and its range is increased by 1. So we are in range. So we're rolling 3 speed and we're hitting on 2+. It's pretty good. Yeah, no ones. Shouldn't be too surprised there. 1, 2, 3. We do have an impervious. Might as well go after that one first, I figure. Okay. Serpent horns first. Looking for 5s or better. Wrong-o. Okay. Oh, that reflex sucks. A lot. Okay, the Dragon King stares you down. Gain a random disorder. Needed to crit that one bad. We can't re-roll that, so random. Oh, we got overprotective again. If you're insane, gain another, which we are insane, so we have to gain another. And hemophobia. Certainly not the best one. But he's not knocked down, so I'll move on to this one. Serpent Wing Talon. That die is done. It had its chance. There's a crit. You've knocked a chunk free. Gain a husk and a veined wing. If your settlement has innovated Forbidden Dance, have we done that yet? My gosh. It would have... We've known we needed this forever. You dodge and weave, gain a permanent movement, but we didn't, so now we just archive this card. Bonk. Okay, that's a wound. And this is not a great reflex, so we definitely want to crit this. I don't think it would be a terrible thing, but wowza. So not only do we not crit it, but that's just a straight up miss. We don't even get to wound him there. Turn to face the attacker. All survivors directly in front of the dragon suffer knockback 5. That's nobody. Without turning, move him 2 spaces backwards. Putting lava pool terrain tiles on his spaces. That was pretty buns, Balin. Tarna has some luck too. We'll get her in there. Nobody's really going for any weapon proficiency because we got a bowmaster. Oh, Loris needs an axe proficiency. But that can wait. Let's get Tarna in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then she'll have to dash 1, 2 to here. We'll just attack from the hip. So she is spending a survival. See if she gets that back. 6+. She does. She would get 2 back there, but she is maxed out. So now we're gonna hit with the scrap sword because it's deadly. The problem is that it's now 5 speed, 2+. So her additional speed has just gotten so out of hand. Yeah, 5 for 5. Wow, made it through that somehow. It's incredible. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and make a roll here. She's a sword master, so we get to make a roll and see where we want it to go. 7, that's a crit, so what's our best crit here? Permanent accuracy. Dragon King resource. Cancel all monster reactions till the end of the round. That's what we're doing right there. Survivors within 2 spaces of the Dragon King suffer knockback 5. Oh, that would end her turn. We don't want to do that with all these crits still on the board. We'd want to maybe do that there to stop the irradiate from happening, but I mean, we might as well get the permanent accuracy. Not that she needs it. So archive the card, perform a wound, give her the permanent accuracy. And then we'll move on to this one, I suppose. A 2 with Tarna. That's still probably a wound. It is. So no failure, but a wound. It's just exclamation mark points, Bill. So this is a crit. You dislodge an enormous toe claw, gain a random resource. Oh no, that's not what this one is. Gain a veined wing resource and place a lava pool close to him. Put it there, I guess. Alright. Oh, the veined wing as well. Can't forget that. We're resource farming. Alright, next. This is the one we want to crit. Yeah, sweet. We critted it. That's awesome. Oh, if the attacker is in the dragon's blind spot. Oh, that's just my lack of reading ability. That's fine. It's still fine. It stops the irradiate. So it's a wound. Yeah, I was just kidding. And then he is within 2 spaces, so he gets knocked back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is fine. Just fine. Because now Loris can go in and get his proficiency point that he needs. He's rocking 5 movements, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dash 1 to not be adjacent. He only needs the single space dash. Because he's attacking with the counterweighted axe, which has reach of 2. So he's 2 speed looking for 3s or better. 2 for 2. 1, 2. Ah, poor Loris. Here's your chance, Bill. Where's Admiral Akbar at? Alright, trap. Reshuffle, hit location deck. All survivors are doomed. Perform basic action targeting the attacker. And he's going to get punched into the atmosphere. So it's basic action first, and then Starward. So shuffle 1, 2, 3. His basic attack is 2, 2, and 2. We only have 4 evasion. Those both miss. No damage there. Irradiate.
It's a trap.
Little late, Bill, but I appreciate the effort. You're gonna spam it now? There's another one coming? Alright, irradiate. So now Loris is gonna suffer a damage, and I think he's the only one, because it's only 3 in every direction. So just Loris will suffer 1 damage to 1 location. To the legs. 1 damage to the legs. But then he's knocked starward. Oh well. So Theoden still hasn't gone. Oh, and they're not even here. I'm gonna move Theoden into position because he's only got 4 movement, so he can't get there. And he's just gonna block with this shield because it's got block 2. So, and then we'll just let the Dragon King go. Holy smokes, again? The same card. Turn the monster to put as many survivors in there as, and that there is. That's so there's 2 in there. But in this break in the flow, we're out of there. Outie 5000. So we'll dash 1, 2, 3, and stay there. And then Tarna will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 1 for Tarna, 1 for Theoden. Let's see if Tarna gets it back. Needs a 6+. Does not get it back. That block didn't help anybody. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, and then I think this happens, right? At the beginning of the survivor's turn, which is now, you land next to the monster with a meaty thud. Suffer bash, 4 damage to monster level hit locations. So we're gonna knock him down over here. Four damage to 1 spot. That 1 spot is his hands. Alrighty then, back to us. 1, 2, 3, 4. Balin's got to move. Now he's well within range, so he's going to come back with the bow. 3 speed, 2+. Some great shots there, Balin. Ugh. First strike impervious came at a pretty shit time. Suppose that's the way it goes, though. So first strike impervious, he's going to perform a radiate. He's going to pick up another -1 toughness, and everybody but Balin is going to suffer 2 damage to their legs. Loris, you get 2 damage. Tarna, you get 2 damage. Like Oprah Winfrey out here. Okay, and now we get to decide. Okay, this doesn't even have a crit location. And that crit location's kind of buns. So it doesn't really matter. We'll go after this one first, I guess. Would have been a crit, but it's a wound. See if we can't crit this one, I guess, huh? Yeah, I'm handing out damage like free toasters. Oh, give me a break! No wound there. So, no wound reaction either. Balin is still out of range, so he's still gonna stay. He's gonna stay where he is. And then let Tarna go since she's... Jeez, I gotta turn those sound effects down. That scares me. Theo's gotta go. I think that Scythe has a reach of 2. Yeah. So very nice. 1, 2, 3. Tarna. Tarna's just got a stupid amount of speed. 5 speed. And oh good, we had a miss in there. So only 4 hit locations. Hooey, and they all have crits. Ow. Ooh, this one's a bad crit, actually. We'll want this in front of that. Remove all -1 toughness tokens from the monster. That's nice. We'll want that to come after this bony chest sphincter. I say we do it in this order. Serpent's Throat. Going for the throat. Got the crit. Ruined Coolants. So that helps the meltdown event. Barely, but a little bit. Serpent's Wings. Going for this one. Remember, we only have 5 luck with Balin. So Tarna's only got 4, if I remember correctly. Is it 3? Doesn't she get? Is it just that? Okay, so she's actually only critting on 7s or better. So which that last one was still a crit. But this is a wound. I shouldn't have done them in this order. I thought she was critting way more consistently. They all sucked though. I'm not gonna lie to you. All those wound reactions sucked. So this one's fine. This is the most mild. So let's remove another AI for this wound. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Bill. So the Dragon King leaps into the air, place 2 lava pools, then full move the Dragon King away from the attacker, which is Tarna. Goes all the way this way, but Loris is already knocked down, so he don't care. He was laying in the soft mud and it just squished him a little deeper. Two on spaces the Dragon King occupies, so we don't want to cut ourselves off per se. He's right here as well, just so we all know. Oh, he would have actually... No, he wouldn't stand yet, because he just smashed the ground. Not great, Tarna. Theoden can move 1, 2, 3, 4 and block. Actually, we'll have him dash as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now block. Trying to protect Loris a little bit. Because now it's back to Mr. Dragon King. Oh boy. Oh, overheat. Ooh, hooray. That's not good. At the end of each monster turn, perform Irradiate, which it is the end of the monster's turn. So here comes... Oh, he would have stood here. So here comes Irradiate. That's going to hit Loris and Theoden. So that's 3 damage to 1 location each. So, the head. You should have gone for the head. Okay. Ah, that's a bummer. Bill, I'm sorry to hear that. It's no good, my friend. Alright, Balin. Balin's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and still probably be out of range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, he's in range! Balin takes a shot. 3 speed, looking for 2s or better. We got 3 of them. Show me the money. Ooh, yucky. Yucky, yucky. Ooh. We're going to need to get out of the way. Because that's going to melt. He's going to melt down. He's actually in a phenomenal position to melt down. think it actually is pretty perfect. So we'll just have to dash between these two cards, dash these two out of the way, and we should be good. So we'll roll for this Serpent Foot, see if we can get a permanent evasion. That would be dope. Ugh, one short of a permanent evasion, because we only have 5 luck. That's so buns. It's a wound, but this sucks. Okay, and then between these two cards, these guys are going to dash 1, 2, 3, 4, just 1. So that's Theoden and Loris. Okay, and then we got to resolve these. So at least give me wounds. Yeah, there's the crit. That's funny how that works. So discarded, perform irradiate. So he gains another token, melts down, 4 damage to anybody within range. None of us are within range. Move on to this card. Different, but not really. 8, that also would have been a crit. Take this, remove an AI. You can perform irradiate, which is going to trigger meltdown. So everywhere in front of him and in his blind spot, which is, I mean, none of us. He's in perfect position. So he just melts down. He takes a wound because of this. And then, I mean, technically, we discard this when the event is triggered. So that's that. Balin was the first person to go. I'll let Theoden go and try to get a shield proficiency, I guess. Beacon shield is 2 speed, looking for 3s or better. Oh, we only got 1. Needed 2. Oh, didn't matter. Theoden, no! So it's basic action targeting Theoden. Those definitely both hit. He doesn't have much evasion. 2. So 2 for 2. They do 2 damage to each spot. 2 to his body and legs. And then he's going to irradiate the place. So we'll shuffle these up. It's close. Which reduces him to 1. We already did that. Give me those. Okay. Oh, and then he gets punched way up into the air. He gets 1 damage from irradiate to his hands, his arms. Alright. So really, Loris is the only one left with an ability to do anything. Well, Tarna could go. She'd just have to jump across the lava and then dash. So let me see what the consequences for failing the lava roll is. So if a survivor moves through or ends their movement on this terrain, they suffer damage. We can spend... Oh, we have to spend our movement to hop from one stone to another. Okay. So it's just going to pretty much depend on Loris here. 1, 2, 3. We'll keep a little gap. We can go here in that case. So Loris, he's got 9 strength with his 3 bonus, so we probably need to hold on to that if we want to wound. So we'll just get after it. 2 speed, looking for 3s or better. Should be 2 easy hits. Yep. Yuck. Okay, this wound is going to have him run away, which we do not want. So we'll go after Microwave Heart first. We need 2s or better. Ah, that's probably a crit. Nope. I was going to say on a non-crit card. So a wound, a reflex, 2 damage to 1 location, 2 damage to his legs. Legs are getting a little low. Good thing Dragon King's basically dead here. By basically dead, I mean super dead. Yep, dead. Good work. I knew we could do it, fellas. I knew it. Something about being stacked out of our minds. But now the real challenge begins. I mean, we are going to fight Nemesis in levels 2s and 3s for the next 5 years. We needed something chill for this year. Alright, let's return and advance the year. Our rewards for this week fight is 4 and 4. Shuffle them up. Hopefully get some more scrap. 1, 2, 3. Oh, interesting. 4. No scrap. And then we'll give these a triple shuffle, because I think we looked at them at some point. 1, we just need the hardened ribs. 2, 3, huh, funny how that turns up. 4. Yeah, we fought a level 3 lion last week, though, Bill. We already did that. Remember? Alright, so timeline-wise, we need a settlement event. We're going to do 6 this time. I have an excellent feeling about 6. I knew it would be a good one. And we get lights in the sky. So Dark Trader, or Dark Dentist, and lights in the sky. Oh. This one would be nice to get these surgeries to be successful with lights in the sky. That'd be nice. Anyways, this is you just choose whether or not you want to do this event, which is great. So nothing too pressing. But we do have our first Nemesis encounter, which according to the sheet here is Kingsman level 2, and we replaced him with the Slenderman, so this would be Slenderman level 2. So we have Slenderman level 2 next, Butcher 3, Slenderman 3, Hand 3, and then the Great Devourer. So lights in the sky. A spectacular light show erupts against the limitless darkness above. Swirling vivid trails streak overhead. They lift everyone's spirits. The settlement's collective imagination is set aflame. After rolling for any endeavor, you may add 1 or 2 to the result. So those aren't endeavors anyway, so that wouldn't help. I didn't want to chase the lope all over the board. Yep, I do not love that. This will be super nice to get 3 armor to every location this year. which we'll definitely want to do. Please fight him, summon wife, and beg her. Oh, you want me to fight him today? I can't fight him today. I have dinner at my folks' house in just over an hour. I'm sorry, my friend. But I will be here next week, so we will fight him next week with your scythe. We just have to get the lineup all lined up. So, Balin is fantastic for luck and that bow. It's crazy. Loris is okay. He's got that. Who's got the broken leg? Theoden. We're gonna have to look into that. Taking Tarna for show. We'll keep taking Loris. And then Theoden we want we want to fix his broken leg. But I don't even know, do we have bed? It fixed broken legs, right? Oh my gosh. Bed doesn't actually fix shit. Nothing I need fixed is ever fixable by bed. Okay, so he's just kind of permanently crippled, which is alright. Oh, Titan. Can't do it, my friend. I'm hungry too. And plus my throat is so sore. It's been kind of killing me to talk through this. Do we even care to endeavor? Maybe to try to get Forbidden Dance, maybe, I guess. Not like we're low on resources or anything. We'll give up a monster bow and a veined wing and a cabled vein since we don't need that anymore. We looked for it for years. Years. And an endeavor to innovate. We got face painting, forbidden dance, records, and sculpture. We'll just do forbidden dance, I guess. I think that might help against the Kingsman, maybe. Heart flute. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's not untrue, Bill. Okay, we're also going to spend one on this before I forget. So we're going to spend an endeavor and roll on this table to try to get hit with this memory greatness. 5 plus 2 because of lights in the sky puts us at 7, and we needed a 6 plus. So, if insane, add 3 to every location when you depart this lantern year. And our three departing people are all insane, but Theoden, you nerd. That's all right. He's got dragon armor. He was at 9 armor, so he'll be okay. We're gonna add 3 to everybody. Just not, and I could even get him some insanity through bone beats. That's fine. I can do that. I don't think we have any large flat teeth, so we can't get permanent strength. Let's see if we can find a way to upgrade to this better axe. Storage-wise, we have just an absurd amount of storages. Sauna Shrine will be a good one. I'm going to try to get that axe first, Bill. Or did we decide to keep the... Did we decide to keep this? I think we did. Because the glaive wasn't much better, and this perfect hit one is nice. So I think maybe we decided to not build the glaive. So let's go to Bone Beats real quick. Oh! I remember what else we were going to do. Where's our absolute unit? Our shield almost master. Pan Fry. Right here. We gotta take Pan Fry back out. I don't think she's hamstrung anymore. Nope, they definitely are still hamstrung. That's been their biggest. So they have to go, which means we would probably leave Theoden at home, but he's got that warrior ability where he can dodge as many times as he wants. So I don't think we want to leave him at home. We want to leave probably Loris and let Panfry take over the red grid. I think that's probably safe. We need to get that last shield mastery, but we can't nightmare train because they don't have any survival. Because they're destined. If you do not depart, lose all survival and insanity. Wah, wah. So let's do bone beats real quick. Am I dumb? It's drums. Yep, bone beats. So it's just 2 insanity. So we just spend an endeavor. Theoden grabs 2 insanity. Yeah, we did innovate. Titan, how much bleed does Slenderman hand out? Are bleeds a big deal? Because if that's the case, we're going to need to try to get rid of all hemophobics. I haven't fought him enough to really know. Slender does hand out a bunch of bleeds. Okay. So Balin is hemophobic. So I think if we can get rid of that... Oh, 0. Titan says not many bleeds. Alright, so we have both ends. All the bleeds or none of the bleeds. But is it enough for me to spend endeavors to try to get rid of hemophobia? And then I do have to ask, just because I see more people that are in here that aren't in chat, is Maya in here? I know you were making some comments on my last video about trying to get Scribe app to work on PC. So if you're here, let me know and I can help try to walk you through that. Butcher is terrible bleeds, absolutely. And that I did remember. Because otherwise I'm going to try to get scrap so that we can try to get some more beacon shields. Is it 2 iron for beacon shields though? Ooh, it is 2 iron. Yeah, I agree. And with lights in the sky, it's probably a good time to roll on it. We could even try to get legendary lungs for the butcher. Oh, jeez. You guys are too funny. I mean, we get some additional points here because of lights in the sky. So we'd be pretty likely to cure a disorder using Barber Surgeon. King's Step would be nice too. We could all come here and try to get King's Step. That'll help us for our Kingsman fight. I wish we could do nightmare training with our shield person. I really do. Pedal spiral doesn't really help. Roundstone training. I don't know if that carapace wheel or propulsion drive's really good, but Sauna Shrine wouldn't be terrible. We could spend all our endeavors gathering scrap. It's going to be more likely that we get it. Actually, another thing we could do is just do a harvest ritual and ditch all our monster resources for basic resources and probably get the other 2 broken lanterns. Let's do that first. Spend 1. Because we got... So if we were to do that with Dragon King, we'd be able to get rid of 15 resources. Is there anything else we're going to do from him? I feel like we would have done it if we were... I mean, we're not fighting him again, so if there's nothing we're going to get from him now, we're not going to get it. Okay, probably do that. So, how many basics are there left? Let me just look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there's 20 left, and we could get... Oh, only 1. Are we sure about that? I thought there were supposed to be 3 broken lanterns. So maybe that's not worth it. That would be like a 1-to-1. 1-to-1 trade's not terrible. I don't know, we'll put it back for now. So there is only supposed to be 2? Okay, thanks, Bill. And then if we were to do it at the... Is it the weapon crafter? We would need to roll basically a 4 through 9 to get a broken lantern each time. Pretty high odds there, too. We have 3 right now. We need 3 more. And we could pretty much make another beacon shield. So maybe I will do that basic resource one. I don't know, it's a tough call. Let me just try one here at the weapon crafter real quick. Rolling on scrap scavenge. A 9, so we got a broken lantern right there. To our storage. Where's our other scrap coming from in here? Our strange resources? We have 2 iron in storage. Am I an idiot? We have 2 iron right there. Two iron. Okay. But we did just get to add 1 scrap. So another beacon shield would just cost us 1 endeavor. So 1 endeavor to do some ammonia stuff. We're going to convert both these. 1, 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 pieces of leather. Just so that we have enough in case we want to do it. In case we get the chance to do it twice. Okay. So now we need to spend 2 iron, 3 leather, and 4 bone. So 2 iron, 3 leather, and 4 bones. 1, 2. Three, 4, I guess. And there's another beacon shield for us. I know right where it's going too. Love that. Don't forget the exclamation mark goes before, Bill. Okay, so do we keep pursuing another one, or do we call it at that? Because we have 2 scrap. So we would need 4 more scrap, and we only have 4 endeavors. So it would be all we could do if we wanted to go after it one more time. And it's not a guarantee. Okay, let's do that. That's fine with me. So we'll do some... I think it's trepanning. So we'll spend 1. This is for Balin to get rid of hemophobia. 8. Cure intracranial hemorrhage. That does us no good. Let's try it again. Gotta be careful with this. We don't want to get intracranial hemorrhage at the end. 2 is intracranial hemorrhage, but we get to add 1 or 2, which gets us 3 or 4, so cure a disorder. Are there any other disorders we really want to get rid of right now? Because now would be a good time to do it, I think. Those aren't a big deal. Those aren't a big deal. I mean, overprotective is not a huge deal. So, we could do Sauna Shrine. I'm not sure we need it, but we could do it. We would just, I mean, we'd get 2 strength tokens and an additional armor point. We could do story time. All departing survivors could gain 3 insanity. I think we're all fairly low on insanity. We are taking Red Fist, yeah. It'd be nice to get some more insanity as we're heading out. I think he was a pretty insanity heavy. So we'll spend 2, roll a d10, and let lights in the sky help us here. 2, 3, yep, there we go. And then add 2. All departing survivors gain 3 insanity. Which will put us in a situation where we're looking at 8 insanity, 9, 6, and 7. It's a little safer. I think most have 2 disorders except for Tarna. But now hopefully she won't be doing brain trauma rolls with more insanity. And I think we're all prepped for Slender level 2. Let me put those away. I'm going to start sending all this stuff to shelf. We don't need it anymore. We're out of endeavors, Bill. He resets you to 0? He does, really? Oh. Okay. I didn't know that. Okay. Well, in that case, yeah, we'll try to get rid of one of Tarna's. With trepanning. Perfect. No additional one needed. So which one do we like the least? Probably that one. Now we're safe that way. What else then? We could try to get somebody with legendary lungs just for butcher stuff. Let's try it. Because 2 through 7, so who's got a ton of survival? We could do it with Theoden. He's got 7 survival and his will refill to max on arrival. We could try to get him legendary lungs. I wouldn't mind if Tarna had legendary lungs to replace Berserker. Yeah, let's try it with Tarna, actually. I'd like her to get legendary lungs. So we are going to come over here to Aqua Aerobics. We're going to spend an endeavor, which will be our last one. And we're going to roll. And we'll never roll a 1. So. Oh, it's good with Slenderman too, huh? There we go. Alright. Didn't even need lights in the sky. Gain legendary lungs, secret fighting art. So we'll get rid of Berserker. Add legendary lungs. Oh, that's terrible for her, actually. Should we switch that to somebody else? Once per attack for each successful hit, make an additional attack roll. She's rolling 5 speed, hitting on 2+. We should probably switch that to somebody else. It should either go to Balin or Panfry. Balin had 7 survival. Panfry had none, so it wouldn't have gone to Panfry. So we can give it to Balin. He's shooting the bow. That's still 3 and 2. I mean, he's going to end up shooting 6 arrows. I hate that we have to use it. Keep it and take out the trap card? You mean you want Tarna to be the one that's triggering the trap every time? Yeah, that's not a bad idea, because she is the one with the huge dodging ability and can dodge while doomed. She'll have 5 evasion. What are most of the butcher's attack? Yeah. No, we don't have anybody with spear mastery. I guess we can leave it with Tarna. The problem is she just won't be wounding. She'll just be kind of the... Remove the trap from the deck. Oh, yes. Quite, Mike. Yes. That's not an option. I guess we could leave it with Tarna. Jeez. It just allows us to control her pulling the trap, I suppose. I think that's about as prepared as we can be for old Slenderman level 2. The problem is, Bill, it doesn't matter who I give it to. They all got the same issue. Theoden's the nuclear scythe, 3, 3, and 9. That's gonna be 6 on average for sure, unless he only attacks with the beacon shield. And that's still 4. I mean, she could attack with the round leather shield. Scrap swords, bad news. Yeah, that's average of at least 10. Or yeah, at least 8, I mean. So I guess we could give it to Panfry. No, but Panfry has no survival. So they're like the only one that can't get it. I could give Tarna a blast shield instead. Or sorry, a beacon shield, and she could attack with that. Oh, she already has one. It's been replaced with a beacon shield. So if she were to attack with the beacon shield, she's 3, 4, and 11. It's actually better than her sword. Yeah, I don't have the energy to play another one, unfortunately. But I mean, if I slept so bad last night because my throat kept waking me up. Okay, guys, I think that's about as prepared as we can be. Feel pretty solid about that. Slenderman level 2. I don't have much experience with the guy. I got plenty of experience with Butcher level 3. And then it's Slender level 3 here. And then Hand 3, Great Devourer. Holy smokes. And just as a side note for everybody to know, the thing about the People of the Sun is it's got a supernova. If you suffer a defeat against a nemesis monster, the sun cleanses the settlement, instantly killing everyone. It's game over. So we're not just here to kind of try to live through. If we lose any of these fights, it's game over. It doesn't matter. So we have to beat Slenderman level 2 and 3, and we have to beat Butcher level 3. And then we have to survive the Hand level 3. So, you guys take care and have a great week. And thanks for being a part of the stream. Mike, I'll keep in contact with you about everything. For painting, I think I'm going to have Mike paint some minis for me. It just might be a while before I can get around to the free cash and whatnot, so we'll just keep things moving. Thanks, guys.